fresh opponents. Are you ready? Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you. I've got some fresh recruits for you. Have a good battle, friend. I've got some fresh recruits for you. It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. It's good to get some minions in play. Keep up the momentum, friend. Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. It's good to get some minions in play. this thing. You're good at this. Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Can't you see?
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. You're doing great out there. Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. That's what I would have picked. Let's see if you can stay on top. That's what I would have picked. It's good to get some minions in play. You're down a minion and up a goal. It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard. You're down a minion and up a goal. Let's see if you can stay on top. Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Can't you see?
Trust in the light. Harness your rage.
Everyone's gunning for you. Watch out. The battle is really raging out there.
Let's make this spicy.
Better hire a recruit while you can. confusion out there.
Defensive systems online.
You're down a minion and up a goal. Which way to the Frostwing Halls?
May Cenarius smile upon you. Let's make this spicy!
I like where you're going with this. Keep up the momentum, friend. Hey, my favorite commander is back. Ready to get started? Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you. Welcome back. How's it going out there? you can still make a comeback. Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you stronger.
Need a drink?
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you. I've got some fresh recruits for you. I think you can win this thing. Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Need a drink?
You're doing great out there.
Warcraft that day. It would be done. Yeah, here's what my problem with the store mounts is. Do a mount special. It's actually really, really good timing. So how many other mounts do that? Yeah, what's that? So do any other mounts do that? Let's look at some of the new mounts that got added in 9.1. Let's look at the Fallen Charger.
Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Wow. Let's look at the Gladiator mount. Wow. So the Chinese realms, they're not just getting this brand new mount, they are also getting no shit. The Chinese realms also have a bundle with the Swift Spectral Tigers, and it's only on Burning Crusade Classic. Which, by the way, didn't I say that they were going to add TCG mounts into Burning Crusade Classic as 6-month inducements? Didn't I say that? Yep.
Better hire a recruit while you can. That one might make all the difference.
Wow. That's too bad, huh? They probably got the idea from you. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. So I'd like to just go ahead and see how much a TCG card is worth, right? Reigns of the Swift Spectral Tiger. You can get this mount. This mount can be yours for the low price of $7,599. So if you want to get this mount, you've got to shell out $7 fucking grand, or you can buy a 6-month sub. So on the WoW China announcement post, they also included a short video for showing off the reigns of the Swift Spectral Tiger. Oh, here's the video. Let's watch the video. Here we go. This is straight from the CCP. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Look at that. There it is. That's the world that we live in now. I do think that Blizzard won. They did. Blizzard won. You're right. Blizzard did win. They've successfully demoralized the player base and removed the sense of integrity of the game so much that people don't care about it anymore. And because they don't care about it anymore, they're completely fine with new store mounts. They're even celebrating it on Twitter. It's because they don't give a shit anymore. The sense of satisfaction and fulfillment is now bought for a WoW token. I'm not going to support another movement of spitting on people or something like that anymore, because nobody else will. I don't want to stand alone fighting against this while everybody else is acting better than me. The truth is that whenever we started, McConnell and I started the spit on players with store mounts thing, I was universally disagreed with by pretty much every single other content creator. If all of the content creators supported me in this, I think that it would have had a different impact. But it didn't, because nobody else supported me. And what I've learned is that if you want to make change, you have to do something that is abrasive. You have to do something that is personal. You have to make a real change. And you have to not be afraid to be a piece of shit. And spitting on people like that and making a movement about it, you're kind of a piece of shit for doing that. But in my opinion, it was for a good cause. But the truth is that every other WoW player, every other WoW streamer, content creator disagreed with me. And I am not going to fight against the current here. I don't want to stand and fight this alone. I'm tired of doing it. It's been 10 years now that we've had store mounts. When was the first time I put salt on my head for the store mount? In like 2011, 2012. Don't die on that hill? I don't need to die on the hill if people aren't trying to kill me. You're not going to die on any hill unless someone tries to come to kill you. So I think that's just such a stupid thing to say. Anyway, doesn't matter if the contractors supported you, the players supported you, and those are the people that count. It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. The truth is that it just was not enough to make a difference. Because I'm going to make one thing clear. If 70% of the players said tomorrow, I will unsub, and they did because of the store mounts, the store would be removed from World of Warcraft that day. It would be done. It would be 100% done. And if you can get enough people together, you can do anything that you want. Why do you think the streamers didn't agree? Because it was a hostile action against other players, and they thought that it would put their relationship with Blizzard at risk. You don't want to shit where you eat, and they don't want to put that at risk because many other WoW content creators, let's be honest, if they try to stream another game, their channel dies. So that's why. That's why they didn't agree with me. I think they disagreed with being a piece of shit, which is a good thing. Well, yeah, but I thought it was for a good cause. And the truth is that it worked. So you can call me a piece of shit, but you can't say it was ineffective. It worked so well that Blizzard took it out of the game. They literally took it out of the game of Burning Crusade. They banned you from typing /spit before they banned you from typing the N-word with the hard R. Think about that. It worked. I don't care about being mean. I care about doing something that works. That's it. That's all I give a shit about. Does it work? Okay, do it. That's it. Everything else is secondary to me. Only the goal matters. Ends justify the means? Yeah. Actual sociopath talk?
You're good at this.
Actual, effectiveness. Call it whatever you want. Label it whatever you want. Talk shit as much as you want. It fucking worked. There are a lot of people out there that are looking for a sentence to live their life by. Stop looking for that. Stop looking for a sentence to live your life by that everything in your world has to conform to this sentence. Life is complex. There are exceptions to everything. Sometimes you have to take different perspectives in different times, and you have to take different approaches depending on the situation. Murdering people you don't like is effective too. Doesn't make it right. Yeah, but the truth is that over the course of history, they've done that many fucking times. There is a level in which it's too much, right? Absolutely. But I don't think that spitting on somebody is the same as murdering somebody. These are not the same thing. Should response to Stormount owners contribute to counter-spitting measures? Let's just spitting on Stormount spitters. Spitception? Sounds fun to me. Yeah, I don't care. Really, the reason why I stopped promoting it, and I don't care about it anymore, is because literally everybody else disagreed with me. And I know whenever I'm going to come out ahead from something and whenever I'm not. And I realize that I'm not going to come out ahead from this. There's too many people that disagree with me collectively. And my opinion is not the majority opinion. I don't have enough people to enact the change. Too fucking bad. Go home. That's it. That's the way it goes. Sometimes you take an L. And that's just, yeah. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. It's the one I said earlier, right? The Azaro quote from fucking Path of Exile. An emperor must know precisely where he stands. It's important to know where you stand and where you're at. Would you say you swallowed your pride? I'd say I spit it out. The player base didn't disagree, only the content creators disagreed with you because they decided to make WoW their job, and so Blizzard's opinion is more important than them for what's good for the game. No, there were enough players that disagreed and not enough people stood behind me. They just didn't. They didn't stand behind me, they didn't support me, and I'm tired of being a punching bag. I don't want to do it alone. You be selling notes game much? Yeah, as I said, these are some of the new samples that we got. I got the pants too. I know whenever, like, the thing is that there are times, and this is what I said before, right? I said this before with the Alinity thing. I said it with the being okay with your girlfriend doing OnlyFans. There have been many cases where my opinion on something is just simply not what other people think. Even though I think I'm right. You know desperately, you know inside of yourself with every fiber of your being that you are right, and no one agrees with you. Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you just get fucked. It sucks whenever that happens. Sometimes you can take up arms against it and you can fight back. Other times you have to wait for other people to see your perspective through time. And other times you just lose. And that's the way it goes. Sometimes you're wrong, though, even though you thought you aren't. Well, if I think that I'm wrong, like I just said before, right, that I was wrong about the New World thing, I have no problem admitting whenever I'm wrong, but majority rule does not tell me that I'm wrong. I can have every single person in the world tell me that I'm wrong, and I'm still not wrong in my mind. I don't care about if a bunch of people tell me that I'm wrong. It doesn't really make a difference to me. Truth is not a democracy. However, to some degree, it can be a dictatorship, and it was just the wrong opinion to have. It's called being delusional? No, it's not. How is it not delusional to bend the way that you feel to a majority rule? Yeah, and if people think I'm delusional, that's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. That's the way it goes. COVID deniers not delusional, though? That's a ban. That's a ban. That's another fucking ban. I swear to God, guys, like, I am just so sick of these gotchas, these gotchas, like something that I didn't say that is now taken out of context to mean something else. Like, no, we're not doing that. People coming out with this out of context comparisons because they're stupid and they think they're smart. Why don't you do the animation for this one, for the TBC mount? So it's got a little bug flying around and it eats the bug. There are arguments to be made about which one is better, which one you like more. And I think that, like, a matter of preference does, yeah, there's that one too. So if you look at a lot of these store mounts, you see that they have unique animations. They are not really reskins. Like this one, for example, is not a reskin. I think that maybe that spin around thing is a, there are other mounts that have that, but I'm not sure if it's the exact same. It's not that size of a mount. Higher res textures, yeah. So like if you look at these mounts, like this one right here,
You can turn this around.
these are much more higher res textures than the mounts that we're getting in game in many regards. And the reason why I and a lot of other people don't like these store mounts is because of that disparity. For example, in Final Fantasy, I think that people are more okay with store mounts because the store mounts are not a measurable level of difference higher. All right, let's see this. Yeah, go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Do the mount special. So yeah, that's way cooler than a lot of the other things that we can get in game. So what I'm really trying to get at here is that I think any player of WoW should feel this way, because we pay for the game, we pay for a subscription to the game, we also pay for expansions, and even though we pay for the game 3 times, it's not enough. They have to make you pay 4 times. And the thing is that now they are adding it into the store through the 6-month bundle. So it gets people to, it locks people into a sub, and also they get the mount for free. Because obviously, like, that person is paying $77 as a guarantee. Now, many of the in-game mounts are on old skeletons. They reuse the same skeletons, yeah. And so, like, you can make an argument that you prefer many of the in-game mounts and many of the in-game, like, aesthetics. But you cannot make an argument that many of these store mounts have unique animations that you don't see anywhere else. They also have, I think, objectively better design. And what happens with these store mounts, and this is the trap that Blizzard has fallen into, is that the better looking a store mount is, the more it's going to sell, right? Because why would somebody want to buy a shitty looking mount? So they make the store mounts look comparatively better than the in-game mounts to create an inducement for people to buy them. Because people buy things like this to stand out and look special and look cool. And that's why they do it. And if you have something like that, you want people to feel as special as possible. A store mount's reskinned Recruiter Friend, isn't it? Recruiter Friend, it's all on the same spectrum, but it's like at some point, like, I usually buy the collector's edition and I get the mount from that. But, like, why do I really buy that? I don't know. Do you feel the same way about cosmetics in games that are free? No, I don't. I think that games that are free, or even games that are buy to play that have continuous development, I'm much more okay with microtransactions because that's their business model. A game like Guild Wars 2, or a game like New World, for example, or also a game that's free to play like Path of Exile. I'm completely okay with microtransactions in those games. And the reason for that is because that's their business model. And I think that you should have to pay for a game to some degree. Like, I don't think you should just be able to play every game for free, and anytime you have to pay for a game, it's bad. Like, I don't look at it like that. I think it's fair. yeah, that's really what it comes down to for me. Why do they spend time doing high-res text for animation and mounts? Well, because it sells more. They get more people to buy it, and that's what happens. And I think that a lot of people in the game, they see a mount like this, and this is a unique mount. It has a unique animation. It's not really a reskin or a recolor. I mean, while it is effectively a tiger and it shares a lot of the similarities with the tigers that exist in the game, this is in many ways a separate mount. In a lot of ways, it flies around, it has wings. There's a lot more to it. I think that cosmetics do matter. I think that cosmetics matter in every facet of human life and human psychology. I think that cosmetics matter whenever somebody gets a Burger King crown and they feel special for it. I think that cosmetics matter whenever somebody buys a $200,000 car, not so they can go fast, so they can show off that they can afford a $200,000 car. I think that cosmetics matter whenever you have a gold star system that children usually have in school in order to get them to behave well. Why are you behaving well? Well, it's for the gold star system. But the gold star is just a cosmetic. Well, yeah, but it's a gold star, so I want it. Everybody cares about cosmetics in all walks of life and pretty much everywhere. Unless you're living in a Tibetan monastery, cosmetics are a very strong form of status in games and also in real life. Do you really think that the Gucci bag that you buy for $4,700 is, 100 times better than the bag that you could get at Walmart for 100 times less the price? No, it's not. It's not equivalent to that degree at all. I'm sure the Gucci bag might have a higher quality, but it's not equivalent to its price. And the reason for that is because people buy things like that. They're not buying it for the quality, they're buying it for the status. And the status of that is cosmetic. Cosmetics and status matter more to people in a lot of ways than things that people would say really matter. Like having good food, or having a nice house, or having, let's say, I don't know, like just different amenities that make your life easier. A brand new iPhone, yeah, sure. People care more about cosmetics than they do about their own quality of life in our culture. So I think to use the argument that cosmetics don't matter and cosmetics are irrelevant is just completely ignorant of what drives our society fundamentally. I think that a lot of people are motivated by cosmetics. I think that a lot of people do care about cosmetics in game. And a lot of these guys, for example, what mount is this guy riding on? He's riding on a rare mount. He's riding on a rare mount. Rare mount. Very rare mount. Trust me, I know. Rare mount. All of these people are on rare mounts. If I go down to the bottom of Orbos, you're going to see more people on rare mounts. Do you know why? Because they like showing them off. They like showing off the fact that they had that accomplishment. People care about that. Azeroth's Champion. Let's look at some of these titles, right? Grand Marshal, Hand of the Archon, Hero of the Alliance, the Party Herald. That one's actually kind of a pain in the ass to get, if you can believe that. So it's evidenced even in this very small sample. We see this many times. That's why you get high views on mount offs and transmount comps rather than mythic runs. Yeah, and also because they're better personality content that's accessible by more people. But of course, part of that is that as well. So what I'm saying is that to say that cosmetics don't matter, and look at this person, right? The original Brewfest mount on a Horde character. That's incredible. It's got to be fucking Tamon. Of course, this guy's like one of the only people in the game that has more shit than I do. A lot of these things here, and the way that people carry themselves in everyday life indicates that cosmetics matter. And I do think that it really makes a difference. It makes people feel special, and they like that a lot. And I think that this is really what it is, right? It's like Blizzard, this is what they do with these store mounts, is that they add store mounts into the game. Like, do you really think that it was a coincidence that Blizzard added a store mount into the game on the same day that they announced a new project for Blizzard? the survival game. Do you really think that this was just some big coincidence? I don't think it was. I think that they did this on purpose so that they could mask the negativity surrounding it. So if you buy, oh wow. So the Spectral Tiger, they're selling this for $200. Look at this. So the bundle that includes the Swift Spectral Tiger, the Winlow mount, that's the other tiger mount that we saw earlier, the Goblin Cattle toy is $267. If you don't have the Spectral Tiger, it's only $49. So Blizzard is literally selling this for 200 bucks. Listen, you want the mount, 200 bucks. 200. Let me get my 200 and then I'm done. I want to also just, I want to suck my own dick just a little bit, okay? When did I say it was going to come out? With the tier releases. With tier 5 or tier 6. Man, that is just crazy. There's things I'm right about and things that I'm not right about yet.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a goal for the trophy.
Boosting. It's the multi-million-dollar industry that sometimes verges into grey market
Yep.
that we all see but few understand. So, what exactly is boosting?
WoW boosting exposed. This is a video I've wanted to watch for quite a while. I want to watch it because boosting in WoW has been a cock in the ass for a long time. And the problem is that it just keeps getting bigger. It becomes more optimized, soulless, more transactional. It's not good. So we're going to look into this and see what's going on.
What exactly is boosting? Is it a valuable activity born of natural player interaction in an MMO? Or
Yeah, I think it is. I think the problem with boosting is the fucking WoW token. I think boosting's totally fine if people are earning the gold. I like the idea and the RP of a big fat fucking goblin like Gallywix being chauffeured around by raiders because he overpaid